let's talk PB. So when pressure hits, the system reveals what's actually there. Is there distortion? Do you collapse? Do you loop? And then that's the cleanest diagnostic. It shows you what your behavior is. And from that, we look at containment, sequence, and lock. And that's why you can fracture under pressure, and that's not necessarily, it can be a bad thing, but it gives you data. It shows you, okay, that was my limit, and that's okay. Why am I focused on containment and not calm? Your body can be activated, but your system's still stable. Stability comes from narrowing, shutting down the field, and rejecting, ignoring extra threads that aren't needed. Family affair. Remove the blade cover. That's a blade cover. Oh yeah, there we go. Would you want the quick release button this side or that side? I've been recording the unpacking, assembling and figuring out, and next will be the use of my robotic lawnmower and the hedge trimmer, because these are things that I do not like to do. Doing practical things like mowing lawns or figuring out how to use them even, they're just not my cup of tea. I like structural moves, acting fast, being decisive, checking the field for data. That's more my bread and butter. This morning, the tap with the hose connected to the outside of my house, I noticed yesterday it was dripping, and then this morning again I'm like, that is really dripping, and I hadn't used the hose for 1 week because when we lost power I hosed the whole outside of the house to clean off the walls, which was also my first time, which I'm supposed to be doing this every few months, and like the house could do with a repaint, so we add all this to the list of jobs. Anyway, I see that the hose is dripping, so I'm like, what is going on? Took the connector thing off and water just gushed out and would not stop. Turn off the hose turn off your main water thing. No, it's on the ground. It looks like a shoebox. So I'm walking up and down my property, and it's supposedly near the driveway or the front. It's never at the back of the property. All these things I didn't know, and I'm truly walking back and forth trying to find it. All I could see was my neighbor's one, but I thought, okay, is this mine? Because it's like on their side, but like really close to my side, and I couldn't see another one. So I've taken the lid off the ground and turned it off, and then it still is going. So I'm like, okay, that's not my property's one. I stopped someone driving and he found it within 5 seconds. I didn't have a lid, it's just like a tap nodge thing, so now I know that. He turned it off, and anyway, I made it to Pilates still on time, which was excellent. I have no water for the day, but the plumber should be coming out the Savo, but holy moly, that was so stressful. And then I had the mower man come, and he thankfully has cleaned up the place because it just exploded over the last couple of weeks with all the rain and the sun. And after this, that's when now I'm up for the maintenance of the hedges and stuff, and we'll see how we go. But it looked like such a hard job, and I'm like watching out the window, totally stalking him, but like seeing how you do it, and I'm like, okay, he's standing on a ladder, and he said like it's really hard on your shoulders, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this? But we'll see. We shall see.